It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Back, it is your feel-good breakfast show on S3. In celebration of World Garden Day, we have plant scientist at Stellenbosch University, Professor Knox Makunga, to chat about healing gardens. Now, healing gardens are generally seen at hospitals or wellness centers to help with stress reduction, maybe relieve certain symptoms, and improve a patient's overall sense of well-being. Lucky for us, these gardens are not limited to healthcare facilities. You can actually recreate the same effect in your own garden at home. Professor, welcome to the show. You're looking absolutely gorgeous this morning.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
I'm so glad there's a science behind this, because for the longest time, Cape Town has been that restorative place for me, because I can go and run on the mountain, be surrounded by green. Even in my own home, I've created this garden because of the healing properties. Now there is a science behind it to back it up, but I've got to ask you what a plant scientist actually does. Excuse my ignorance, but fill us in on your world.
I'm what I suppose is called a botanist. You know, that's another term for a plant scientist. And particularly, I work with medicinal plants, and I research the chemistry of these medicinal plants. I'm also interested in the ecology, how these plants are adapted to their natural environments. And finally, I'm also interested in discovering new medicines from medicinal plants.
So basically, you're saving the world, is what you're saying.
One plant at a time.
One plant at a time. I love that.
Here's my question. You're a plant scientist, but are you a plant mom as well?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I definitely do have plants at home, and I also have a really nice garden. And I'm looking forward to Sunday because it will be Garden Day.
We love it. We love the fact that the country has embraced it. Yes, we highlighted our connection to the green and outdoor spaces during lockdown. It's amazing. Like SANParks have recorded some of their highest numbers ever because we want to experience and get out there into nature. But bringing a healing garden into our own space, what is it about a healing garden that makes it exactly that, healing? And how do we go about creating that for ourselves?
You know, plants have this wonderful way of making us feel better. You know, they are able to increase our life, increase our memory, and so including plants that are going to give you this energy that is facilitating your physiology and well-being is very important in a healing garden. And pretty much any plants, I love aromatic plants, so those ones that when you brush past them...
Jasmine. Jasmine for me.
Absolutely. Oh. So, you know, that stimulates your senses, and those aromatics actually bind to your brain receptors, and that gives you a sense of calm.
Really?
So it's not just smelling great, but they actually do give you a physiological central nervous system related response of calming. And so I would say some aromatic plants in the garden would be wonderful. Plants that flower at different times of the year, because it is lovely to see those flowers, you know, popping up throughout different times of the year. And I'm crazy about succulents. And the reason for this is that they're easy to take care of, they're water-wise, and also really great for skin-related ailments. So,
Aloe.
Aloe,
Wow,
yeah,
you
indeed.
wait there.
You like that, eh?
Professor, I love that you said that it has a bit of a calming healing to you, because there's something about being outdoors in nature and just surrounding yourself with greenery that does give you that sense of calmness. But if you don't have a space outdoors, how can you create that healing garden indoors?
Indoor plants are really trending, and we are all embracing this trend of actually having plants inside. They don't have to be big like monsteras. They can be even small little babies, but any plants inside are really wonderful. I think from herbs to plants that actually bring good energy to the space. And there are some species like snake plants, for example. These are really wonderful. They create clean air. And so indoor gardening is wonderful. Containers, different size containers can work. And I would say variegated plants, plants that have got big leaves, small leaves, one can just
Yeah, spice it up.
express themselves.
I love it. It's for you. One word answer I'm looking for. What plant do you think is going to shape the future? What's the one plant you are most excited about?
I'm most excited about a plant that actually grows all over the world that has an anti-cancer property that I work on. And so that one, I think, has got huge potential, and it's also wonderful in gardens, and it has medicinal properties as well.
What's it
What's
called?
the name?
It's called Dodonea, or sand olive, and in Afrikaans it's called Esterhout.
Easterhout. It's going to save the world. I have a feeling you might just save the world. You are lovely. It's been lovely meeting you. Enjoy celebrating this day that is all about you and what you do, and keep doing the good work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. It's been really lovely.
We're going to take the quickest of breaks while you pop outside quickly and take a deep breath of fresh air in your own green space. More inspiration on the way.